Sorry for the delay, folks. We're back live now here at Salesianum versus Cape Henlopen, number 1 versus number 2. It's 1-1, 8-12 left in the first quarter. Cape Henlopen with a little bit of a surprise. C.J. Fritchman wins 2 of the first 3 faceoffs. Jaden Davis scores for Cape, and Kalen Driggs scored for Salesianum. Here we are, the 2 perennial favorites in the state of Delaware for a state title this year. They're meeting in their annual showdown of number 1 versus number 2 here at beautiful new Baynard Stadium, right off of Broome Street in Wilmington, Delaware. Michael Spazzato with the save. He's looking for an outlet. Cape has had a little bit of trouble with their outlet passes and had 2 unforced errors. Looks like Hank D with the ball. He's a Fairfield commit. Yeah, Hank D'Ambrogi. So he loses the ball. Looks like there's a scrum in the middle. Sal's ends up with the ball. They're going to get a good clear. Their D has been playing very, very well. They've given up 1 goal on a fast break. The face-off expert for Sally's did a power rake and couldn't control it. Jaden Davis picked up the ground ball and scored. And that brings us here to 1-1 with 6:48 left in the first period. Cape Henlopen has won 8 state titles, and the Sal's have won about 10 state titles going back to 1993. So these are the 2 preeminent number 1 and number 2 teams in the state of Delaware. They have a heated rivalry, but a lot of respect, and they hang out in Dewey occasionally. Some more than others, I'd like to say. Nick Arnold's the number 1 defender. Oh, shot high. Michael Spazzato was right on it anyway. Looks like Sal's was closest to the ball when it went out. Those of you not familiar with lacrosse, whoever's closest to the shot when it goes out of bounds retains it. It's not who shot it. If it's a pass, then it turns over to the other team. Good stop by Michael Spazzato. He's got 2 saves here early on. He gets the ball to Drew Dennis to clear it, and they're going to look to get it to one of their middies, either Jaden Davis or Will Brad. Here comes Jaden Davis in, number 21. He is a tough player, a football player. He's committed to go to Salisbury University to play football. And when you see him running down the field, you could tell that this kid is a football player. Jaden Davis has been playing lacrosse for a long time, and he blends the football and the lacrosse aspect of it. He's got the lacrosse IQ and the football toughness. So Gabe Best, number 7 for Cape Henlopen, is top scorer. He scored his 100th goal in the first game of the year. Oh, looks like that was high, and there's going to be a flag. Looks like it was up under the chin. It's going to be 1 minute unreleasable. Looks like he definitely got his bell rung. That's a way to set the tone for Sal's. Coach Healy's not going to like that because he wants the kids to stay out of the box and he wants them to play. But that could be a 2 minute unreleasable if it's called a flagrant. So,
hey, Scott, what'd I miss?
So right now, Coach, it's 1-1, 5:21 left.
All right, Scott Cameron joining us tonight. Thanks for helping us out up here in the booth. What do you think of Abessinio Stadium? Pretty nice, huh?
I love the stadium. I think it's really incredible, and it's a beautiful public-private partnership, so that's something exciting.
It's awesome. Obviously, Cape Henlopen has some beautiful facilities as well.
Cape Henlopen is a mini college down by the beach.
Yeah, it is.
With a very low tuition, I would say that.
Yeah, it's a good tuition. Yeah, all right, Scott. Scott's our lacrosse expert here tonight. So the penalty on number 8, that is Connor Lucy. We had the goal scorers for Nari, right, for Salesianum, and a number 21 for Cape, Jaden Davis.
Yep, you got it.
If I got it right, I was out there trying to take notes.
You're doing double duty.
I was on the camera for a little bit when Nick had to get all the goblins out of the laptop. All right, Scott, you can tell us what's going on here. That's Davis there, up number 21.
Yeah, so Jaden Davis is 21. So the attack for
nice save there by Skinner.
Yeah, the attack for Cape Henlopen is Mikey Frederick, number 24.
That was Gabe Best, right, number 7?
Gabe Best is number 7. He's probably the top scorer. And then you got Hank D'Ambrogi, number 2, who does double duty as a midi.
And that was D'Ambrosio just forced Riley out of bounds, right?
Yeah, so there you have an unforced error. And that will, Mike, that will drive coaches crazy when guys get forced out. Looks like Coach Healy called timeout right before he got forced out. So it looks like they're going to retain possession here.
Unfortunate timeout. Scott, we appreciate everybody's patience as, there were little mini monsters inside the laptop. Let me reset the clock. Now I'm going to do this clock if it kills me.
So we're talking a little bit earlier in the pregame here that Salesianum has 10 state titles since 1994. They're one of the preeminent programs really in the Northeast. Cape Henlopen, a public school from downstate, they have 8 state titles with 3 different coaches since 1994. Their most recent coming in 2019. 2020, obviously, COVID, no state championship was contested. Cape Henlopen won 12-10 against Salesianum in the 2019 state championship. In 2018, Salesianum won. 2017, Salesianum beats Cape. And the most recent time before that, Cape won was in 2014 in a fabulous game.
I've been to a few of them.
Yeah, that was a fabulous game. Cape Henlopen had 2 high school wrestling state champs with Deepols, Aaron Mattioni, and Thomas Ott. And that was a really excellent game. Sally's has really produced more Division I lacrosse players in the state of Delaware than everybody. Coach Healy runs an incredible, high-quality program.
We talked about that while we were sitting here before the game. About he did the same in Dover. Brought his act up north, and he's attracting lacrosse talent from all over Delaware, really.
Yeah, and he's getting guys from Kennett and from Jersey and from Delaware. And, hey, when you're doing a good job in coaching, you're going to get kids come play for you. And that's right. A testament to what he's been doing
you see
here.
that in a lot of sports. A lot of Cape Henlopen has obviously been a powerhouse in field hockey and lacrosse, and I'm sure the same thing happens down there with kids going where the coaching is, right?
Yeah, well, Cape doesn't have school choice, so you either live in the district, you either got a house in the district, or you ain't going. So here we go. Number 27 is Landon Best, and he's a LSM. He's going to York College. He's probably one of the top defenders.
He's at number 27 for Sal. He's had the Griffin McGovern. I'm getting my colors mixed up here.
That's all right. That's all right.
That's McGovern behind the net with the ball. I'm going to let Scott handle most of the play-by-play because he knows lacrosse a lot better than me. I'm just going to sit here and make sure the score is correct.
Well, I've successfully watched 20 years of lacrosse. I never played one second.
Well, Scott, we're a little bit older than these guys out here. There was not even high school lacrosse when I was in high school back in the 80s. And, it was something that was played in Maryland. And first time I actually even heard of lacrosse was when I went to college in upstate New York, and all these kids had lacrosse sticks. And I had no idea what they were.
Yeah, it's one of the fastest growing sports in the country. They call it the fastest game on 2 feet. So here we go, double team in the corner.
That looks like, is that number 11 for No, it was 18. That's Nari.
And when you get unsettled like this is an opportunity for Sally to try and jam it down their throat. It looks like they're going to settle it, Mike, and regroup and see where they're at. Number 33 is Finn Fercucci for Cape Henlopen. He's started all year.
Nice like play there. How about that? The shot was wide, Scott, but
yeah.
Great pass by Driggs in front. And I don't know who scooped that ball to Nuri, but his shot went just wide. Sal's retained possession.
Yeah, it was a little Canadian style there where he did the reverse, so that's good.
Driggs gets it.
Yeah. Driggs with a point-blank shot, sneaks it right by Spazzato to go up 2-1. Salesianum 2-1 with 3 minutes left in the quarter, and Cape's thinking about what was going on. Hey, when it gets unsettled like that, Mike, you really have to get your guy. You have to know who's hot. You got to be able to rotate, and I think that extra pass really did Cape in on that one. So here we go. This is really the game within the game here. You have C.J. Frischman, number 22. He's a sophomore. He's going against really the preeminent face-off guy in the state of Delaware. C.J. Frischman won 2, and Riley won 1. So really, Frischman's looking to make a name for himself here and try and go 50-50. Excellent power rake again by Riley. Number 3. He's dominated the state of Delaware in face-offs.
Yeah, well, although Davis won that one, took it in and scored. So.
Yeah, so he on that one he raked it and then couldn't get control of it, and Davis scooped it up and ran it down and got Cape's lone goal of the game.
So, Scott, Cape's lone loss was to St. Mary's of Maryland, correct?
Yeah, so they lost to Gilman.
Oh, Gilman, that's right.
Yeah, they lost to Gilman, which is one of the top
and Episcopal. I'm sorry, I got my schedules
yeah,
mixed
and
up.
then and then they played Episcopal in a close game. So I think Coach Mark. Oh,
wow,
great
shot!
That
was Mooney, I believe. Dylan Mooney.
Yeah, that was Dylan Mooney. So Sal's goes out to a 3-1. So Cape Henlopen, is always looking for good competition, and Coach Mark, anytime somebody asks if they want to play, he says yes. Cape's actually going to play IMG the week of May 7th.
Oh, Sally's is playing them too. I guess IMG's making the trip up, and
IMG's
might as well play a couple.
Might as well play a couple East Coast teams, and I think if you look at like the state of lacrosse in the United States, for better or worse, they still think of Maryland and the East Coast and Delaware as the hot spot. And when you're out west or down south, it's called, they like to go up or out east to play against the good kids. So
well, we had Culver Academies here a couple weeks ago from Indiana. Salesianum led most of that game, but Culver was ranked at the time in the top 5 in the country. Ended up losing to Malvern Prep on their trip east, but Salesianum looked great against Culver, and they play Malvern too. Sal's plays Malvern coming up. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and Culver's a school in Indiana, as we all know, and they get those Canadians coming down.
They have a lot of Canadians.
They have a lot of Canadians that can play, man.
They had a Delaware kid on the team a couple years ago. When Mike Gianfocaro from Tower Hill went out to Culver.
Yeah, the goalie, right? He was a goalie.
He's at Princeton, I believe.
Yeah.
Now. All right, Sal's in possession again.
And I say, as far as boys sports go, Delaware produces more D1 athletes in lacrosse than any other sport. Maybe baseball. We've done a good job in baseball also.
They have done very good in baseball.
So here's Gabe Best, 7 with the ball.
By the way.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Gabe Best with the shot. Mikey Frederick with the ball. They're going to look to work it around, probably look for a cutter. Number 11's Blake Gipko.
Scott, I don't have to apologize to everybody here. I'm trying to produce this as well, so I'm not even sure. I know the clock is off by a couple seconds, but that's why I'm letting you do most of the talking,
yeah, that's okay.
So I can just concentrate on this.
Yeah, so
and you know lacrosse obviously a lot better than I do.
Well, we'll see. Now, if my middle son's watching, he'll say, "You have no idea, Dad, what you're talking about." But I can fake it till I make it. So a little pick and roll action at the top, at the restraining line here.
Inside the final minute here in quarter number 1.
Gabe Best with a drive. Oh, inside pass. Great shot. Goal.
And that comes with 51 seconds left. Who scored that one? Because they're not making any announcements here.
Yeah, I think that was Hank D'Ambrosio with the goal inside. Gabe Best with the beautiful feed.
I can hear him yelling, "Yo, Hank."
Yeah, and Hank buried that shot from close. Skinner with really no shot. Skinner's a good goalie, man. He's been around a while, and I've been impressed by his play. And when you give a D1 commit a shot from 5 yards out, he's definitely going to bury that. And one of the biggest things in defense is sliding. So when the guy gets free like that, the D pull slid to Gabe and left Hank open on the doorstep, on the crease, and Gabe just found the guy.
All right, here we go. 50 seconds to go, and
so here we go.
Wins.
Fritchman wins the face-off. He scooped it and threw it between his legs back to Will Bragg. So it looks like the face-off's relatively even. Riley way ahead. Now, over the years, Mike, Sally's has had incredible dominant face-off guys.
Yeah,
absolutely
remember
incredible.
some of them.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and look at the names.
Yeah, so.
Oh, scored by Davis.
Yeah, great shot by Jaden Davis. Jaden Davis, the Salisbury University commit, with a laser from about 12 yards out. A little shake and bake at the top, Mike, and a shot.
And he absorbed some contact there. And,
he absorbed some contact, which neither you or I can absorb any contact at this point in our lives.
No, not anymore, no.
One of the things about lacrosse is kind of like basketball. For those of you who don't follow it, you're going to see probably 10 or 12 goals each, and it's back and forth. And people go on runs. Yeah, people go on runs, and then people
answer. The contact
there, yeah. When the camera guy likes the contact, that's when you know you're doing something right in lacrosse.
Hey, we want to thank everybody for their patience, as Nick was we mentioned, getting everybody up and running. But we got you now, and we're going to have a 3 more quarters of lacrosse action here.
Wow, that was
late on the clock again.
That was a really great move, and it looks like Matthew Riley's really just doing that same power rake every single time. And let me tell you, Mike, when it works, it works.
Well, why, if it's working, why go to
something else? Go to something else?
But they coughed it up here. And nice.
Oh, great check.
That was Driggs who got that one.
Yeah, that
scores goals and checks.
Yeah, that was an excellent check by Driggs.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. Let me see if I can clear the layers here.
So that was Will Bragg there, checked the ball, got it, and then Driggs checked it him. And there's two tough kids playing hard and just having a good time out here. And let me tell you, after a year of COVID, people are just happy to be out playing, Mike. They're just happy to be out playing and doing things and not being stuck in their house. So this is a great opportunity for these kids to show what they have against each other.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're back with second quarter action, 3-3 after 1.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy
I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Soto Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
All right, we're back at Abessinio Stadium. Mike Lang, Scott Kammerer, and Nick Halliday. Pops Halliday along with you. And quite an exciting first quarter, something that those of us who see the Sals have not really seen this year too much of, except for that Culver game. A competition. They've really blown through their opponents, but tonight they have met somebody who's their pretty much their equal, Scott, and that was a great first quarter.
Yeah, and really the takeaway, Mike, for me in the first quarter was face-offs were 50-50. Cape Henlopen, CJ Fretchman, and Matthew Riley. Usually when Cape Henlopen plays Sally's just dominates on the face-off. So what you're seeing is a little bit different there. I think the Sally's offense is really incredible. They moved the ball well. They took advantage of some opportunities. They buried some goals. And what Cape Henlopen did well was they beat some guys on one-on-one plays and fed the open guys. So that's really what we kind of saw. I think Sal's defense probably hasn't been sliding too well. But other than that, the whole game's been real solid. A couple unforced errors on Cape's part. There's another victory by CJ. Oh,
good check.
Matthew Riley with a great check.
They can't get the loose ball, however. That's picked up. I can't see the 35, is that?
Yeah, that's picked
Nicholas
up.
Arnold?
Yeah, so Nick Arnold's probably the number one deep hole for Cape. And looks like they're going to drive and shoot here. Oh, great save by Skinner.
Right off his right foot, it looked like. And then that shot by D'Ambrogi just a little bit wide. But Cape is closest to the ball, and they'll retain possession. This is Bragg behind the net, bringing it into play.
Yeah, so Will Bragg. So Hank D'Ambrogi has a super high IQ, comes from a family of coaches and lacrosse players.
His brother 2 years ago, I thought, was the best player in that state championship game by a long shot. Oh, off the post.
That's Mikey Frederick off the post. Hey, sometimes the post is a goalie's best friend, Mike.
I've heard that.
Yeah. So 21's Jaden Davis. He's got 2 of the goals. One of them, he went beast mode. This is Gabe Best with the ball looking. Oh, Hank D'Ambrogi. Oh, excellent shot by Mikey Frederick. Pipe again.
Hit the post.
Hit the pipe again. Yeah.
Skinner didn't get that one.
Hey, good clear by Sal's here.
Yeah.
They're going to run it up the field.
Look
out.
Oof.
Oh.
He's taking a beating.
Hey, and this is what you get when you see Sal's versus Cape. A lot of action.
There's a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag.
Dominic Rattora just took a beating on that one, but the Sal's retain possession. They're going to have a man up here in a second.
Yeah, so for those that don't follow lacrosse, Sal's it's play on, and when the ball hits the ground or they lose possession, it'll go penalty. Cape Henlopen will go in the box, and Sal's will have a man up.
Kind of like hockey.
Kind of like hockey.
So the penalized team, defending team, loses or gets possession. That shot wide. No, they're going to say he went in.
So the penalty gets waved off, and that's number 11, Colby Bushweller, right?
If that was 11, that's definitely Colby. Another lacrosse family. That's going to make it 4-3 Sally's, and Bushweller gets at that one.
A little spin move at the top there, and a great shot. Oh.
So we still have some penalties here, right?
Yeah, so actually he didn't wave those off. So Blake Gipko with a slash, he's in the box, 1 minute. So I guess he would have called that unreleasable, maybe flagrant.
That was a great shot by Bushweller from close range.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to switch up their face-off guy on this one. Landon Best is going to come in to face off, which he does occasionally. So he's got the long pole mic. Sometimes when you're man down, you want the guy with the long pole because if you lose it, you're on the field anyway, and you got your extra guy right there.
All right, 10-12 to go here in the second quarter. We got a soccer scoreboard, so I can only do halves.
That's all right. Sally's wins the face-off.
Charles Ross.
Yeah.
Another scorer, but they have a lot of those. There's Bushweller. Speaking of scores.
Yeah, so Bushweller back in, and he had a big score there. He had a nice spin move and a shot. He buried it. No one even knew where it went.
Now, the referees, the officials saw it, and they're the most important ones out there for that. There's a shot. It's off a post, I believe.
That's a push from behind, loose ball push. So he's going to call that. Yeah, so that's a loose ball. That's a loose ball push. That's just possession, no penalty time. So it looks like Blake Gipko's still in the box. I'm going to say it's about 20 more seconds there. So what Cape's going to look to do is kill the penalty here. They're going to try and keep possession. And
I believe it's
kill
9:13 will be the end of the penalty, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, which is the time of the 10:13 was the time of the goal. So that would be right now. And Gipko back in.
Yeah, so Gipko's both, he plays offensive and defensive midi, and he's a Lynchburg commit.
There's a flag. Maybe a substitution?
Yeah, they called offsides. Too many guys on the field for Sally's. They have 7 guys right now. So that's going to be a play-on situation. So Cape's going to get possession after same situation. I believe that's releasable, though. So if they score, it'll be waved off.
Yeah, Jaden Best has been very active tonight. Looks like he wants to take a shot here, but Sal's defense does a good job sealing him off in the middle there, led by number 8, Connor Lucy. Beautiful night here in Wilmington. Good crowd on hand tonight at Abessinio Stadium. They have a great plan in place here with the state. They can have a decent crowd here. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock. And it did not make it to the sideline. It was knocked out by Salesianum. I believe they're allowed about 1,100 in here, if I'm not mistaken, and that's a good size.
Yeah, this is really a great addition to the area.
Yeah,
and
it's
how much,
a lot of use.
how much better is this stadium than the old one?
Well, there's bathrooms. That's a plus.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, the field surface, obviously, the artificial surface. There's actually, I believe, fewer seats, but more room for like standing room.
Yeah, they did a great job with the design. It's really
gorgeous.
beautiful. There's
and they were limited to this footprint.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Penalty being served by Kurt Kessler, number 31, for Salesianum. So Cape on the man up, and that's number 7 is Gabe Best. I knew Gabe. I should have known that up top. He's the quarterback here, right?
Yeah, so he's the quarterback, and Cape has several different plays that they run from this. That's Mikey Frederick with the ball.
Another flag.
They're going to call that a slash.
That was I'm not a lacrosse expert, but I'm not sure about that call.
Well, if you're checking, look,
that was a great check there by AJ Dotson.
So if you're checking a guy and it slides up, they'll call that a lot.
Now, do they go to the 2-man advantage here?
Yeah, so they'll be down 2 men so whatever the difference is. So it looks like they're going to release, 1 minute unreleasable.
I keep forgetting about this clock thing here.
It looks.
I probably should have taken Nick's advice and just gotten rid of the clock.
Yeah, so it's only 1 man down. It looks like they released the offsides penalty. Now it's their 2nd man down.
All right, 7:30 to go here in quarter.
So it's going to be a 1 minute releasable penalty for
penalties on Chase Salucci.
And we're going to call that a ticky-tack foul, Mike, to take a basketball term.
I
would say that was not egregious.
No, it was not egregious.
Yeah, it was not egregious. I mean, he did make contact, but I definitely don't think, Ah, good save by Skinner.
Did he study save? Okay.
I tell you what, he's having a great game in goal. He has stepped up when Sally's has needed him to step up.
And he's had some help from the post.
Yeah.
There's a shot and close. That was a great opportunity for the Vikings. Just couldn't take advantage.
And that's how they teach the goalie, step to that. Oh. He's going to throw a flag on that.
A lot of whistles. It sounds like is this a timeout? Yeah, they've called, I believe Salesianum used their second timeout here.
I will say that when things get a little heated for Cape Henlopen and Sally's, it's historically happens a lot. So it would be nothing new. But I will say that they always play tough, they always play hard, and at the end of the game they shake hands. But it's good to have a rival in state, and it's good to have games to look forward to and get you excited. It's an important part of the high school and high school sports.
Yeah, you know, I'm a Sally's grad, but and I like to see them do well. But every once in a while, it's good to see somebody else break through and win a championship. I was happy for Cape 2 years ago, and obviously the Sal's are fired up, still fired up, even though a lot of these guys weren't here then.
Yeah, as they should be. And I tell you what, a big victory, I was surprised to see, was Cape Henlopen's boys cross country.
Yeah,
won the state title against Salesianum.
Yeah, they do a great job down there at Cape. Obviously academics is the main reason why. The principal reason why they're there. That's pretty much the only reason why they're there. But they've done a great job at Cape Henlopen building. How about their girls programs? Unbelievable. My good buddy Tyler Cooper, Clay Monster, by the way, down there at the beach with the lacrosse volleyball girls, and now the boys volleyball coach.
He's building a great program there, too. Yeah,
Tyler's awesome.
Yeah, he's a
Sally's grad, by the way.
And a Sally's grad. And Cape Henlopen also won the wrestling state title this winter. Sally's in second. Sally's had a really tough team, and
it just didn't happen for them in the final round.
You know what happened was they had 2 untimely injuries, and I think one was a concussion.
And then
Cape Henlopen scored when they needed to. You know,
they had a transfer who ended up winning the state championship for Caravel. So
yeah, that hurts too. A defending state champ.
But that's part of the landscape now in high school sports transfers. It happens, and you think it happens just in college. Nope. Happens in high school too. But, you got to go where you're comfortable and where, you feel is best for you. I never get upset at kids for transferring.
No, absolutely not. You got to go where it's best. You don't see that as much downstate, mainly because there's the school choice and the homeschool situation. But here
there's a lot different. There's a lot more options.
Yeah, you got a lot more options. You got a lot more options where you could choose where you want to go.
I got to mention though, we're talking about the Cape girls programs because this guy will never let me live it down. Pat Woods and the basketball team, unbelievable job.
Unbelievable
He's done down there.
He's got some incredible players.
And class act and his whole team, nothing but class.
Yeah, Micaiah Applewhite. You got Ella Rishko. Actually, they were the #1 seed in the tournament when they got canceled the day before, right? I mean, they got canceled the day of or the day before.
Yeah, we went down and streamed the Conrad Cape game last year, and it was my favorite game of the year. All right, let's get back to this one. That's Bushwell over the pass. Shot. Score! Skipped in by Driggs. How about that?
Yeah, Bushweiler to Driggs. Driggs with a one bouncer from about 15 yards out. He had a clear shot, clear view of the goal. That's maybe a situation where you got to slide to that guy and try and double him.
MX score 5-3 Salesianum. 6:19 to go here in quarter number 2. I think that's Driggs' second of the night. And the first 2-goal lead. That sounds, the first 2-goal lead of the night for either team.
So we're back here at full strength, and CJ Fritchman back in to do the face-off against Matthew Riley. Big part of the game, back and forth. Riley so far has got the slight advantage. I tell you, I was most impressed when Riley lost the face-off and checked the guy and got the ball back. That's what you like to see out of your face-off guy.
Yeah, and I think for Coach Healy and most coaches, if he hadn't stayed with it, he may not have been out there the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and by the way, Cape and Salesianum supposed to play baseball today as well. That game rained out. It rained in Lewis, from what I understand.
Yeah, my oldest son, Griffin, is the pitching coach for Cape Henlopen. He pitched at Swarthmore, not too far from here.
No,
and he's
beautiful campus.
Beautiful campus, and he's the pitching coach there, and they got rained out, so instead of me doing the doubleheader, I'm just doing the single one.
My nephew's on Salesianum and had to text him. I was like, dude, what happened? And he said, rain.
Yeah, interestingly enough, it was pouring when I left, and about Dover, it was bright sunshine. I get here, beautiful night for lacrosse. Yeah, it's a little, absolutely beautiful.
I need to warm up a little bit. It's a little chilly. All right, Sal's waiting to get the right people on the field. Ross checking in number 9. You see Bushweller up top. That is Griffin McGovern with the ball, and he's looking for some room. Finds it. Shot goes long, and we'll hand it back over to Scott here.
Sally's done a great job of backing up the shots. So you always want to, good D by Nick Arnold. You always want a guy behind the goal because when there's a shot, whoever's closest gets it. So you hate to see teams shoot when there's nobody in back.
And Drake's
backing it up.
Took a beating there, but he held on. Imagine the bruises are pretty good when these guys get done.
Yeah, I think one of the things about lacrosse is that people have such a hard time getting used to, maybe people that grew up with football and everything, is the stick and you can hit each other.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest difference.
Stay away from the head, that's all.
Yeah.
McGovern looking for a teammate. He's got it to, who's that? Nari, 18, back out to Ross. I'm sorry, that's to Colby Bushweller. That's Ross right there with the shot.
So that was a shot. So Cape was closest to it with their deep hole. So a lot of what you see is you have 3 deep holes, and they guard the attackers. And whoever is the number 1 deep hole guards the number 1 attacker for the other team. And then there's defensive middies and an LSM, which is a long stick middy. And then those guys guard the whoever the best middies are.
And we have a timeout for the Vikings. 4:18 to go here in quarter number 2. I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back with more volleyball right after this. You're watching 302 Sports.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in.
Audio's.
Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier.
Welcome back to Abessinio Stadium. You didn't miss a second because we're that good. 5-3 Salesianum. Cape with possession. 4:18 to go here in the first half. Mike Lang with Nick Halliday and Scott Kammerer. Scott, take it away.
Yeah, so Jaden Davis here with the ball at the top. He swings it out to Blake Gipko, back to Davis, and looks like they're going to hold for a shot here and get something that they're looking for. Coach Mark probably wants the best shot he could get. Don't shoot it if it's not there is what he always says. And I think that keeps listening right now. The more disciplined you could be, the better.
Well, it looks like Skinner got a piece of that one.
Yeah, Skinner's seeing the ball really good tonight. Looks like Hank with the ball here. Oh, took a shot in the head.
Oh, okay. Flag down.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be high. 42, is that going to be for
Sally's?
For Sally's. Looks like he's going to go in the box.
Salucci's going to be the second trip to the sin bin. 3:43 to go here.
Coach Healy with his had his hands on his head before, and he said, "Don't go in the penalty box, young man."
Well, nobody there yet. It looks like who's coming over?
44.
John Gormley. Did not remember seeing him play against Caesar Rodney the other night on Friday. A 19-2 win for Salesianum.
Yeah, so Hank rolled the crease, and 44 slid to him, but slid high. So when you slide, you got to go body, or you got to go check the stick. So he went high, called him on the head, and that was that. That's an easy call for the refs.
Gormley over here punching the turf. Coaches are like, yeah, it's all right, man. It happens.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's got to take a deep breath because he'll be back in soon. You know, he needs to take a deep breath and get back out there. He'll be all right.
3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 5-3 Salesianum at Abessinio Stadium. There's a shot saved by Skinner.
Great shot by Skinner.
Cape had the rebound briefly, but it was checked loose by the Sows.
Looks like Skinner's going to pick that up and look for an outlet pass. Now when Sally's gets over the 50, they're going to look to kill the penalty. So they're going to look, maybe not. Maybe they're going to go full bore ahead. Look out. There's a shot from a deep hole.
It's rolled over. It's in, I believe. No, goal.
The goalies say the hardest shot, Mike, to stop is the deep hole shot because it comes from a different angle.
I thought that was in, but it's tough to tell from here.
Yeah. So a lot of times those the coaches say if you got a deep hole that could shoot, let them rip it.
It looks like the penalty's just about over. Gormley standing up. Check knocks it loose.
Yeah, so that's
Triggs can't cross half the midcourt line there, the midfield line rather.
Yeah, so it's timeout. Cape Henlopen, that was Finn Fercucci with the ball. You got it checked out the last second there.
We're going to keep you here for this one. Hey, by the way, tomorrow, where's my phone? Here it is. Tomorrow, if you like lacrosse, well, 302 Sports is the place for you. How about that? As I'm just stretching the time here while I get my schedule up. Tomorrow we'll be at Wilmington Friends School. We're literally right up the street here, up Augustine Cutoff from Salesianum. We're going to have boys lacrosse DMA at Friends. That game, I believe, is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Thursday, we have a doubleheader scheduled at Abessinio Stadium, Conrad Salesianum baseball. That's a 3:30 game or 4 o'clock game. And then 7 o'clock, it's going to be William Penn and Friends. I saw the Quakers today. They lost to Archmere 4-2. And then on Friday, I don't know what's going to happen Friday. We're supposed to be back at Frawley for DMA baseball and Sussex Central. Central baseball, by the way, having a fantastic season. DMA is really good as well. And then keep your eyes on our social media accounts, and we'll let you know, because I'm not sure we even know where we're going, but we'll let you know when we know. Let's set it up. 2:40 to go. Salesianum leads 5-3 here against Cape Henlopen. A good one, low scoring, mid scoring here, and a lot of hitting, which is what we expected. Two spirited rivals. I'd like to thank Scott for jumping in here tonight to help us out. And
I was walking in,
but it's not too bad.
Yeah, Mike, I was walking in, and I got a text from Nick saying, "Hey, we're down a guy. Would you mind coming over and doing it?" And I said,
"It tastes great."
Yeah. I said, "Well, the odds of me getting ejected from the announcer's booth over here,
nobody can hear you outside of here.
They're not zero, but they're significantly lower than if I was on the other side.
You can close your window if you have to.
Yeah,
nobody will hear you.
Yeah.
All right, 2:38, 2:37. I think we're back at even strength and Cape with the ball.
Yeah, so that's Blake Gipko. He's a Lynchburg commit with the ball, passing off to Hank.
My brother went to Lynchburg.
Lynchburg's got a great lacrosse program. They're a perennial top 10.
I'll be happy to hear that.
Mm-hmm. And Hank's a Fairfield commit, which is a D1 program in Connecticut.
Yeah, beautiful Fairfield. Good Jesuit school.
And Jaden Davis, number 21, he's a Salisbury University football commit.
Awesome.
And you have Gabe Best. Oh, great shot by Blake Gipko. Gabe Best is a Mount St. Mary's D1 commit.
I've only been to that campus once, and it was a spectacular campus down there at Emmitsburg.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things I'll tell you about both these teams, Mike, is they both have a lot of really good ex-players and excellent coaching staffs. You could actually have a great game between these two coaching staffs. You got guys like Joey Cahill and Jack Lingo for Cape.
Nice check.
Yeah.
That ball, however, the ground ball's still there.
Yeah, I think that he got...
Well, flags everywhere.
I think he got hurt on that one.
It's like wintertime here. It's snowing flags.
Yeah. I think they all saw the same thing, and that was a Sally slash. So Coach Mark's calling for his man up and getting his play together right here.
Salesianum taking quite a few penalties tonight. Coach Healy's not happy.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be possibly two men down. We're going to see here what's going on. 2, 4, 5.
1:40 to go here, by the way, so we'll see how long the...
So it looks like one man down. It was a slash.
Yeah, that's...
On 25 for Salesianum.
You know, God said, let there be light. And now I can see my roster again here in the press box. 25 is Dom Natura, and he is...
Yeah, so looking back, Mike, on some of these great Sally's Cape games over the years, Jack Dennis in 2019 was really probably the dominant player for Cape. Mikey Drake, I'd say it was probably the best guy that we really saw for Sally's. Just an absolute scoring machine.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's Frederick.
There's
right?
a goal from Mikey Frederick. Mikey Frederick, two-time third-place winner in the state of Delaware wrestling for Cape Henlopen with a big goal. Nice feed from Gabe Best. He buries the shot. That was a man up. So you think some of these really great players over the years, Cape Henlopen, so many different All-Americans, Holden Kammerer, Steve Welsh, Thomas Ott.
They came with 1:27 to go, by the way.
You just think
in the first half.
All these just excellent players that have come through this program. I will say the referees have done an absolutely incredible job here tonight. They're controlling the emotion, but they're letting the kids play, Mike.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hitting. Definitely a lot of hitting here.
There's way more hitting than you'll see in college. In college, they don't make those mistakes and allow themselves to get hit, but in high school, you'll see it.
Ball's loose.
Matt Riley with another ground ball.
That's Ratura. He's the one who was penalized and scores. How about that? Dom Ratura comes back and atones. You do a lot of atoning at Salesianum. Atones for his sin.
There you go.
With a goal.
I'm sure the Jesuit brothers.
The oblate's up here.
Yeah. There you go. So
that's a good job for Ratura.
That deep hole is just hard to see it coming out of there. So he ripped that one.
And it can't be easy. I've never played lacrosse, but trying to control that long pole, I imagine, is not that easy.
Really, if you see those guys that can really shoot, they get like a whip going on it, and it's tough coming out of there. That hole started with Matthew Riley with a good face-off. Here, same move, power rake again, pulling it out.
It's so. I don't know enough about lacrosse. It's just such a weapon to have. A face-off guy can make the difference between a successful game and
really,
a loss.
Anything over 50-50 is an advantage because you start getting guys that win 60, 70%. It's almost like make it, take it, which is the only way I could beat anybody in basketball if it's make it, take it.
All right, 6-4. We are in the final minute here. 42 seconds remaining. Sal's with possession. And his goal for Riley as he comes out from behind and just finds some room up top.
To me, he's the difference maker in the game here today. I mean, he has had an incredible game. He's scored. He's won face-offs. He's a player, man. He is an absolute player. I know he's a D1 commit, and he's going to be playing at the next level, but he has really impressed me. And he could go down in the Sally's lore as one of the top players that come through this rivalry.
Yeah, and Mikey Drake ended up playing at Notre Dame, if I remember right.
Absolutely, Mikey Drake. And let me tell you, Mikey Drake scored more goals than I ever saw anybody score. He was incredible, made such quick moves. He could score, he could pass. He was a lot of fun to watch.
He also wore number 3, by the way, for the Sal's. I remember that. Oh, another win, Bushweller. But Mooney has it checked and knocked away. And Cape with a chance here to cut into this lead.
That's Drew Dennis with the ball there. Got
nice
away.
Move there by Connor Lucy, number 8, to deke around the defender. He was
I tell you what, that was a survival move right there because he could have got depleted.
10 seconds to go here. The Sal's are going to try to get it. They have to get a shot here.
Good check. Good trail check.
Away.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to do it for the half.
That's Will Bragg.
And there's a flag. That'll carry over, I guess.
That'll carry over.
All right, so that's going to do it. We're going to stay here till we find out the penalty, I think, if they announce it, and then we're going to take our halftime break.
I'm going to think that's unnecessary roughness on 38.
The score is 7-4 Salesianum. We are going to hang right here just for a second until if we get an announcement, and if not, we'll take it to the commercial break at 7-4. But let's give it 10 seconds or so to see if they come up with anything. If not, we'll let you know when we come back. So good job there by the Sal's to answer the goal from Cape Henlopen. Scott and they scored the last 2 goals of the first half. They lead at 7-4. Lots of physical play, which we expected. This has been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that this is your typical game. And for me, the difference maker has really been Matthew Riley. He has had an MVP type game. Absolutely a player of the year type game.
All right, here come the officials. Let's see if they give us anything. If not, we'll just take it to a break. Here it is. Yeah, we'll see what the call is. We could have already run 2 commercials, but that's all right. We're here for the viewers. You'll see plenty of commercials. All right, here comes the official, and I don't know if he's going to say it loud enough for those of us in the back. We're going to have to talk to We're going to talk to Mike Ryan about that one. And so let's head to a commercial break, and we'll be back with second half action. You're watching high school lacrosse on Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2000.
All right, back at Abessinio Stadium, Mike Lang and Scott Kammerer, also Nick Halliday on camera tonight. And Pops Halliday, I think he may have left. Pops might be gone, but we're bringing you the highly anticipated lacrosse showdown between Salesianum and Cape. And Scott, I think it's delivered in that first half. A lot of hitting, some spectacular goals, some goalkeeping going on, and there was going to be no penalty actually on Cape Henlopen. We found out at halftime they're going to let that flag. They're just going to pick up the flag.
Yeah, Mike, they're calling it a loose ball foul after time ran out. So we're going to have, it looks like an illegal motion on Cape Henlopen on the face-off, so Sal's is going to have it. And then they're going to go right into their offense and start working the ball around. Looks like they're looking for a couple of cutters here to make some moves and get a feed from outside. So I think the biggest takeaway probably from the first half is that both these teams are playing hard.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun and about what we expected, a little closer than what Salesianum's been actually, frankly, a little closer than what Cape Henlopen's been used to this year, except for the games they played against Episcopal and Gilman in Cape's case, and Culver for Salesianum. There's a check.
Yeah, Sal's is looking for a trip with possession, but they're not going to get it. Drew Dennis with the ball, trying to get an outlet. Here, they're going to work the ball up the field, get it to your midi, and the midi's going to look to run the daylight. Cape Henlopen's going to look to get their offense going. They got Will Bragg on the field, Blake Gipko, Mikey Frederick, Gabe Best, and
nice save,
Hank D'Ambrosio.
Good. How about that?
Excellent save. I'm telling you, Skinner's seeing the ball well. Skinner and Matthew Riley, along with Driggs, are probably having the best games for Salesianum.
Driggs with, I believe, 2 goals in that first half. Matt Riley controlling the faceoffs, and I think he did score at least one. And Skinner with at least 3 or 4 saves.
One of the hallmarks of Sally's Cape Henlopen is really tough, aggressive, physical play at the midfield.
We've had that.
Between the 40-yard lines, there's some really physical play. I think really the difference is Salesianum has answered the bell every time Cape has made a little run here. Yeah. Sally's is answered by scoring a flurry of goals.
They cut it to 5-4. Cape did it late in that second quarter, and Sal's came back with 1 goal immediately, and then they scored another one to make it 7-4. And here they are behind the net. Is that Riley back there?
Yeah, and they're
or Driggs. Sometimes it's Driggs. But
yeah,
I think that's
Driggs.
Driggs.
18 just cut, and nobody slid to him. So
Rowan Nuri scored the first
roll the
goal
crease.
Oh, how about that? Sal's going to retain possession there as Driggs' shot actually never went out of bounds.
Excellent job on the backup for Salesianum.
This is slow turf. That new turf, it's still a little slow.
Hey, they'll get it worked in here. I think there's something here all the time, right?
Nice move
excellent
there.
shot.
Is that Bushweller?
Yeah, that's 11. Bushweller with his second goal. They call that a worm burner.
Yeah.
A little worm burner action from about 12 yards out.
So after the save by Jackson Skinner on the one end, the Sal's go the other way and show some patience on the offense. And Colby Bushweller skipped one off the turf like he was skipping stones on a pond.
I tell you what. So here we go. We got C.J. Frischman against Matthew Riley again. Looks like they've taken almost all the face-offs. Landabest took 1 face-off for Cape Henlopen. And it's good to see there's a nice crowd here, Mike. Good crowd.
Yeah.
Looks like there's students and fans and players from a lot of different teams we've seen. I saw the girls' Cape lacrosse team. They had some representation.
The Cape girls lacrosse team played at Servian Field, the home of Ursuline Academy. 11-10 Cape over Ursuline. Sounds like a fantastic game, and I was not there. I was over with friends watching soccer and baseball.
Anytime girls lacrosse Cape Henlopen team has a close game in the state of Delaware, people are going to look up and notice and say.
Well, I noticed you saw me. Saw me at halftime, and I saw that score.
Yeah.
Ursuline is a pretty good team, and Cape obviously defending state champions several times.
Yeah, I think Cape has won eight or 9 in a row at this point, and they are always loaded with D1 talent, and there's nothing new to that this year. They got people going to Virginia Tech, Hopkins, you name it.
Nice.
Good stop by Spazzato.
Yeah, that was a great save.
He did a kick save and then hit the other leg. So it looks like Cape's trying to clear the ball. Sal's really rode them hard the first 2 clears, and then after that, Cape's had a decent time being able to clear it. Uh-oh, ball down. I spoke too soon, Mike.
The Sal's 2-on-1. Nice behind-the-back pass out of the reach of Nuri. He's got to catch up with that one.
I'm going to say Coach Healy's going to say no behind-the-back pass, please. Yeah, he's got.
I can see him on the
he
sideline.
Is not happy. Yeah, the behind. I mean, that's where you want to take a nice, easy feed. You're not playing. You're not playing against a team you're going to score 25 goals on.
No.
This is a heated rivalry. And at 8-4, this is a pivotal time of the game.
Yeah, it's not over.
a couple more goals by Sal's, they could start to pull away.
Well, we've seen Cape come back a few times tonight against Salesianum. They have the Salesmen are the brightest helmets I've ever seen, by the way.
They make Notre Dame look dull.
They are very, very shiny. Caleb Russell with that shot. It's going to stay with the Sals. Dylan Mooney, the football quarterback, hanging out back by the soccer net.
Mike, are shiny helmets good for an extra goal?
Apparently they're working for the Sals this year, yes.
As soon as it falls apart, they'll get rid of those helmets.
That was a great setup by Mooney, and Sals just missed it. I think Spazzato may have saved that one.
Looks like it was a partial save by Spazzato, and Cape Henlopen has the ball. Oh, that's a push from behind with possession. That's going to be a problem. Yeah. Actually, he's calling it a loose ball push, so no penalty, but Cape will get possession.
Sals have spent a lot of time in the box tonight.
Yeah, they have.
They are a physical
Most of it was
team.
misunderstandings, Mike.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Slight misunderstandings.
I'm sure. They have been very physical tonight, and they've paid for a few of them. Look at that shot there. That was an offensive check. I'm not sure who that was. Was that Gipko?
That's Blake Gipko, yeah, with a shoulder to the chest.
Looked like Bo Jackson running.
Yeah, it looked like
over.
Bo Jackson knocking people down. And I will say Blake Gipko's a freight train. Speaking of freight trains,
there's another
Jaden Davis with
saved by Skinner.
Good save. And there's a flag down. Looks like a slash.
I think it was a shot up top when Davis. I think it's going to be number 8, Connor Lucy. Or is this just a substitution, or is this?
No, he's calling the penalty. It looks like it was a slash.
Here, it is. Yeah, it looks like 31. Kirk Kessler just coming off the field. Looks like Lucy is going to pick up the penalty with 6:34 to go. And this is what you get with me on the clock.
I will say this is the most amount of penalties I've ever seen a Sal's team have. I mean, it was a lot.
They are playing with fire here.
So he's calling a hold. So when you go to check and your arms kind of get tangled up, it looks like he held it for too long. It was a hold.
All right, 6:34 on the clock.
So this is a big opportunity here for Cape Henlopen. They need to bury a goal here to bring it within 3 and try and even it up. The last thing they want is a defensive stop and unforced turnovers will kill you.
And there's the smack.
Looks like Cape pulls it out. That's a nice feed to Mikey Frederick. Back to him. Oh, off the pipe. Is it in?
It is.
It's a goal.
That was number 12, Kovaleski.
Yeah, and that's Joe Kovaleski. I'd say he's a 7th generation lacrosse player for Cape Henlopen.
Probably. So Cape nearly lost possession. Now you mentioned they coughed it up, but they kept it. And Kovaleski gets open in front, and he does not miss.
I'd say that's the biggest goal of number 12, Joe Kovaleski, who's a sophomore.
It goes with the left-handed shot. Actually, that was D'Ambrosi, number 2, who shot that. I just watched it here on our screen.
Oh.
And
he jumped the gun. Yeah, Fritchman jumped the gun. I mean, he's been hanging tight. He had the two false start penalties, but other than that, he's been hanging pretty tight here.
Just sorry about that to Henry D'Ambrosi, but I had a chance to look at the game. We're about 30 seconds behind on YouTube, and I was able to see the goal actually go to number 2, not number 12. So don't send emails to me just yet. I fixed it.
Don't worry. We'll get you some nice TripAdvisor angry reviews.
Would not be the first time.
I'm sure that's all right. We got thick skin here at 302.
Yeah, we have.
We have high standards and thick skin.
Although I got to say, most of the folks out there are very, very nice to us. Even tonight when we had a little bit of some issues. Oh, but the Sal's come back. I think that's McGovern with that one.
Yeah, that's McGovern. That's a good individual effort.
And like you mentioned, Scott, every time Cape scores, the Sal's answer.
Yeah, I think that's really been the theme of tonight is Cape Henlopen has their runs and scores some goals, and Sally's really responds, and they responded with some individual efforts. I haven't really seen any plays, to be honest with you, and I haven't seen too much ball movement from the Sal's. I've seen a ton of individual effort and scores. Cape Henlopen's moved the ball a little better and found the open guy a little better, but nowhere near what they need to.
We are back underway. 5:19 to go here in the third quarter. I think the whistle blew, right? Yeah, that is. Yep, they're just scrapping for it. Ball's loose, picked up by Salesianum. That is number 25, Dom Rotura, and he's got it to Bushweiler, back to Scott.
Yeah, it looks like Riley took a break on that one, and number 10 did the face-off for Sal's. That's the first one that Riley hasn't done for him.
It helps when you have 45 men on the roster.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed there are very few on the JV, but 45.
Yeah, they had nobody on the bench, did they?
Yeah, they must have a young varsity.
They do. There are a lot of freshmen on this roster and sophomores, which always bodes well. And they're actually one of their best players not playing tonight. Brian Wong has not played in a few games, and he's a very prolific scorer for them. But they have a lot of weapons.
He's had a really great career for Salesianum. Scored a lot of goals.
He scored. He's a key player for them.
Great.
But how about that play? I think it was a save. Yes, Pizzato got it.
Yeah, great D by Finn Fercucci there. Really went with the guy, checked the ball out, and Spazzato picked it up. I think that's Drew
speed.
Dennis running down the sideline. That kid can fly.
Boy, was he moving. You see the cops over there at the end of Abessinio Stadium. They might be pulling him over.
Uh-oh.
Another flag on the Sal's.
That's a big ground ball pickup so they could keep playing.
Yeah, I thought the Sal's, they were trying to swat it out of bounds and
That's
just
a
didn't
shot.
get there. Saved by Skinner. So with 3:44 to go, the Sal's are going to be down another man. Got to be driving. Coach Healy off the wall.
I mean, there has been so many unforced errors and mistakes.
Charles Ross.
Really surprised.
I believe number 9. Is that going to be the?
Yeah, he's calling tripping.
The guilty party here.
Yeah. So Drew Dennis, who had a great run up the sideline.
I'm sorry, John Gormley, this is his second penalty of the night.
Yeah, they're calling a trip. A trip with possession.
Gormley's punishing the turf. All right, clock started. We are back underway here.
Will you have to say
Abessinio.
will he have to say the rosary? Or
he
not?
will have to say the rosary in the direction of intention.
It's all right. Hey, it's good. Builds character.
That's what I hear. Another ground ball pickup by Cape to keep this play going.
Jaden Davis with a rocket, and Skinner blocked it with his head.
He's wearing a helmet.
Oh.
That's why he's wearing a helmet, Mom. He'll be fine.
Yeah, shot by Gabe Best from 20 yards out. Hit a Sally's player right in the chest. Goal by Mikey Frederick. Rolls the crease. Shot got fed from Jaden Davis.
9-6.
Yeah, that pulls it with 9-6 with 3:05 left in the third period. Again, let's see if Sally's responds here.
So the initial save made on the first shot by the helmet of Jackson Skinner. But Mikey Frederick, his second goal of the night, makes it 9-6 with 3:05 to go.
Really a similar type goal where he catches it on the restraining line, rolls the crease, and fires a shot high to high. Stick side, too.
Got to make Fred Man pretty happy out there somewhere.
Yeah, Fred Man's here in his blue chair.
There he is.
There he is, and he doesn't miss a whole lot of games.
Dave Frederick from the Cape Gazette. Good guy and a legend. Legendary coach and writer.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame coach, won a bunch of state titles. And I think a lot of people forget that about him because, he's been covering the sports for so long, writing the articles, taking the pictures, but he's a Hall of Fame coach. Oh, great ball movement.
Oh, how about that, Driggs?
I say that's Sally's best goal of the game right there. That was an incredible goal, and they answered right there. And they're not they are not letting Cape go on a run, and that's what Cape needs to do. When you're down by 3 or 4 goals, you need to go on a run, and Sally's just keeps answering. And that was good ball movement.
It was almost like a one-timer there from Driggs.
Yeah, it was a great pass, great ball movement.
Probably, 15, 20 seconds between goals? Not too much.
Yeah, that's why, that's why people are really starting to play lacrosse all over the country. It's an exciting, fast-paced game. You can hit, requires some hand-eye coordination, but you can pick it up pretty quick. That's a trip. Oh, does he call it? No, he calls. Yeah.
Salesianum ball.
Yeah, so he's going to call an inadvertent trip or a hold on Cape Henlopen.
All right, 2:23 to go here in the third quarter. Sal's, again, answer a Cape Henlopen goal. It's 10-6.
Sal's is probably looking.
Final 2:15.
Sal's is probably looking, Mike, here to get a nice, good possession, burn some time off the clock, get a goal, and start to ice things.
Yeah, they tend not to burn a lot of clock, but you're right. And here goes Caleb Russell out in front and loses that pass intercepted by.
Yeah, that's
Jake Truitt who got that one.
No, that's
not
Drew
18,
Dennis.
Drew Dennis. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what Healy didn't want to see.
Number 10. Okay.
Yeah, what Healy wanted right there was them to have a nice, good, long possession and not turn the ball over quickly like that.
And when you have a young team, sometimes they get a little impatient.
Yeah.
And just want to go score.
And here comes Cape Henlopen. Great clear up the field. And hey, when you play against good teams that pressure you, the clear is the most important part of the game.
There's a shot and a goal as he's going down.
Great individual effort by they're talking about if he was in the crease or not. Sally's just trying to say they were in the crease.
So right now we're going to hang on with 1:26 to go. It may be a goal. It may not be a goal.
I mean, it went in, but the question was, did he step in the crease before it went in?
So Cape obviously wants the goal. We see the hands
no goal
up,
in the crease.
No goal, and that's going to remain 10-6. The violation is going to give the ball to the Sal's. Maybe this time, Scott, they will burn a little bit of time off the clock. But they love to go, man.
To me, that's a big momentum swing right there. Is that?
Oh, yeah, huge.
Yeah, they call that.
He took a punishment on that one and scored, but it did not count.
But they waved it off. So, yeah, that's a big momentum swing, especially if Sally scores here on coming down. This is going to be a big momentum swing. It's late in the third quarter, and it'll set the momentum for the rest of the fourth quarter.
By the way, we want to mention Fredman, in addition to his chair. I think that camera is permanently mounted to his shoulder.
Yeah, sometime around like 2007, I stopped taking pictures of my own kids at sporting events because he took them and they had so many better ones, and it was really no sense. I got automated out of the entire labor force at that time.
Why not?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it was great. And between him and Dan Cook for Cape,
Dave loves covering the kids, and he's done a great service for high school and youth athletics in Sussex County and the state of Delaware. So that's our little homage to Fredman.
Yeah, he covers them all. He's not he's not picky about what he covers. He just covers all kinds of stuff. I've seen him at youth basketball games, and I mean he gets after it. Now he also covers a lot of races, road races, which I don't attend.
All right, final 12 seconds here. Cape with the ball. See if they can get upfield and get a shot off. Oh, big contact in midfield, and that's lost. McGovern got that one, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. But what a great hit by Griffin McGovern, huh? That's going to do it for quarter number 3. Salesianum leads at 10-6. We're going to take a quick break. We're back with fourth quarter action here from Abessinio Stadium. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open.
All right. Amateur producer here. We're back for fourth quarter action. Scott, we're actually on the air, so we're good. 10-6 Salesianum. And there's not 45 minutes. It resets the soccer goal, which is 40. It's actually 40 minutes in high school. So let's set that clock to 12 minutes.
Yeah, Mike, so here's the final 12 minutes of number 1 versus number 2, Salesianum versus Cape Henlopen. It's been a real back-and-forth game, but I'd say Sal's has definitely been able to answer everything. And C.J. Fritchman looks like when it comes down to it, the sophomore won and they threw it away. They win the first face-off probably in the last 5 or 6, but looks like sloppy play. They threw it away. Big hit.
Yeah, Mooney's taking a few of those as a football quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Nice save.
Nice save.
They're going to need that here in the fourth.
Mooney gave it up. Gave it up right in front of the goal. Great shot. Good save by Sposato. And here we go. Cape back the other way.
Dylan Mooney, of course, the quarterback for the Sals last year. And they only played a couple of games here. They played Smyrna and Hodgson. They went 1-1 last year at home.
I think they won more lawsuits than they did football games.
They got the stadium open was the important. Then they had a full schedule. They had to play a couple out-of-state teams, but they got it done. How about next year's going to be fun with the open
with the new
tournament?
division. Yeah.
Middletown's going to, and Smyrna and a couple others have really scheduled some tough competition. So without being penalized and missing the tournament, so that's going to be a lot of fun to see them play some of these football teams. We're thinking lacrosse tonight. We got plenty of time to talk high school football. We need to have our 302 Sports Weekly come back.
Yeah, there you go. So I'd like to see Cape Henlopen lacrosse, both boys and girls, not have to play all the Henlopen North teams.
Of course, Cape Henlopen and Salesianum football, I believe, open the season in week 0 next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Down there in Lewis should be a nice night. And here we go.
One of Cape's all-time best coaches, George Glenn, coach, and Donahue coached both Salesianum and Cape.
Brian Donahue was here when I was here, and George Glenn was my driver's ed teacher. That goal by Gabe Best with 10:22 to go, and
that pulls it.
Like
that pulls it to 10-7, a 3-goal differential. Cape Henlopen, and looks like the Cape Henlopen fans and the Sally's fans are really getting their money's worth.
Yeah, I hope that's. I hope it's all verbal. I think we'll be fine.
I think it was free to get in tonight, though, wasn't it? Or no?
Yeah. But they were selling tickets online.
Oh, okay.
All right, Sal's win the face-off.
Well, I guess I snuck in, so it was free for me.
It was.
I used my press credentials.
Yeah.
Which may or may not be expired.
I'm not telling anybody. Well, were they issued by Kevin Charles? That's what I want to know.
You're seeing a lot of fakes these days, a lot of fake DIA stuff. After the ruling with the no mask, I don't think you'll see many more.
That makes the score 10-7 as Mike Lang adds the goal to the scoreboard. Sorry, everybody. I've done a good job actually keeping us on the air, so that's the important thing.
Hey, as long as the feed keeps going, we're good.
Yeah, it was a little touch and go there for a few minutes, but here we are. 10-7, Cape by far not out of this, but they need to keep Sally's from immediately answering.
Yeah, and Sally's just slowed it down a little here again. I thought they were going to do it on the last 2 possessions.
Yeah.
And then they threw it away, and I think Coach Healy pulled them together and said, when I say slow it down, you slow it down.
What's important for them, they love to attack. That's Nari. They scored the first goal of the game. They love to attack. Just missed that shot. But as the season goes on, when you get into the tournament and teams get tougher and you have a lead like this, you're going to need to be able to slow it down. If you have, the 2 or 3 goal lead.
And it's just part of the maturation process of any team.
But, man, they love to shoot and score, and who doesn't? I think saved by, how about that save?
Good save by Sposato, point blank.
Top play candidate. So the answer to the first test with that stop. How about the long pole?
Will Bragg with the long run, dishes the ball.
Sal's long poles couldn't get that one loose from Bragg. He was able to keep it away from everybody. And that's D'Ambrosi to Best. Back to D'Ambrosi.
Looks like they might be trying to work around the Mikey Frederick again on the crease.
Wide open net as Skinner had come out.
And that was a pass, so that's going to be a Sal's ball if it goes out.
It went out of bounds. Okay, it's going to stay with Cape.
So I think Sally's must have touched it here, right here at the end.
Yeah,
so.
probably. McGovern disagrees, but I'm not surprised. Alrighty. Blake Gipko gets this one started out to Gabe Best. Did Gabe have a brother that played at Cape? Or was he the only Best on the team? Oh, how about that? Post?
Gabe started as a freshman, so he's been around for 4 years.
He definitely played on that state championship team.
Yeah, he was on the state championship team. And
I know there was an older D'Ambrogi.
Yeah. And I think back to the 2014, nice goal.
Oh, how about that?
I think back to the 2014 state championship game, and Blake Mann, who was not the leading scorer on the team, had 5 goals.
I didn't see who scored that one.
So you never know who's going to step up big for both teams. And once you get into a rivalry like this, historically, people step up that maybe weren't stepping up before. So
let's see if we can get this on a replay here, or who watched the YouTube feed. I want to see who scored that goal. It's 7:42 to go.
Yeah, so it's 10-8 with 7:42 to go. Cape is pulled within 2 goals, and
D'Ambrogi gets loose. One-on-one with Skinner, goes high. Skinner can't stop it.
Yeah, high to high, and that's high to high off stick side, and he buried it.
All right.
So this is a big face-off right here, Mike.
That shot was from about 2 feet in front of the goal.
You're burning a lot of time here on this face-off.
Too straight for Cape Henlopen, by the way, and it's 10-8. Yeah, I'm sure the Sal's are okay with this.
Yeah, they're fine with this. You need a couple more runs.
Riley
They'll call it, yeah.
Here goes the hand up, and that's going to stop the clock.
They only give him, I think they give him 30 seconds.
Ball's going to go to the Sal's.
So this is a big defensive stop here for Cape Henlopen if they can get it.
Yeah, they answered the last time they had it, and then it resulted in a goal.
Yeah, Spazzato took made a point-blank stop. They got the ball up the field, and D'Ambrogi made an incredible play to score. Looks like the face-off guys come off the field. And number 40, Jack Shell, defensive. He's a freshman. He's defensive midi coming in. Put a body on Skinner, on Driggs.
Ross is out there, and McGovern. That's Colby Bushweller with the ball, number 11. He's happy to play the perimeter here.
He's looking just to kill some time here, and Jack Shell is looking to keep him pushed. He's going to try and push. Don't let him slide.
Did he go in?
No, he didn't. That was
save.
Good defensive stand by Cape. That's exactly what they needed, Mike. And if they can pull within a goal here, all of a sudden the momentum is switched from one way to the other.
Mike Spazzato coming up big the last couple possessions for the Vikings.
Oh.
Well, how about that Johnny on the spot there,
Yeah.
Blake Gipko to catch that?
That's the kind of good luck you need. He's got to get rid of that. Oh.
D'Ambrogi back out to...
D'Ambrogi's a really good ball handler. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Oh, he kept the ball. I thought he passed it back
Yeah, he kept
out.
the ball, yeah. He's looking to roll the crease here. Looking for a cutter. Back to Best behind the goal. Best looking to roll the crease, dump it off. Somebody cutting on the inside. No, he's going to shoot himself.
Just missed
it.
Kovaleski back there. 5:34 to go. 10-8 Salesianum. Been a good one here tonight. We have a timeout, I believe. Not a timeout, just a whistle. I don't believe either team has called a timeout here in the second half.
Yeah, it's D'Ambrogi with the ball. You got Kovaleski coming off the field now. And Jaden Davis going in. It's a midi switch. Blake Gipko.
Here we go. Referee winds the clock.
You got Will Bragg on the field, Gabe Best, and Hank. That's Mikey Frederick with the ball. It's called Carolina.
He's being chased by Tim Froelich, number 21.
Yeah, and Tim Froelich, 170-pounder. He was ranked in the top 3 all year at 160. I think he ended up placing 5th or 6th. In the wrestling state championship.
Tends to see a lot of wrestlers playing lacrosse.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a good combination, wrestler lacrosse. This is Gabe Best with the ball, looking for a little one-on-one.
Oof.
Oh.
I thought he surprised Skinner there.
Yeah.
That's going to go to Cape.
And that's a mistake by Cape, not having the backup on the goal there, not having the backup when you have your shooter. Sally's throws it away, and looks like Cape's going to try and jam it down their throat right here, Mike.
Yeah, John Gormley throws the stick up. Now he's trying to catch it with the stick in midair, but it's going to stay with the
To be
back
honest,
to the Vikings.
that might be a rosary also. I'm not sure. We're going to have to look at the chart.
He's lucky his stick.
Where I grew up, that is a rosary.
Coach
Yeah,
Healy
you're
could
in
have
deep
taken
trouble.
one there.
Yeah, you're in deep trouble. Oh,
there it is. D'Ambrosi with the, what was that, about a...
That's about an 18, 20 yard. Yeah. And let me tell you, you're not supposed to be able to do that. That's a shot that you're really not. That's a low percentage shot that you're really not supposed to be able to take and shoot. So that was a low to low rocket. And as good as Skinner's played, I think he might want that one back. But I tell you what, I think he's going to be okay. He's going to battle back here and be okay. He's talking to himself a little bit.
Yeah, D'Ambrosi skips that one under Skinner.
Yeah, he skipped that one under. Skinner's had an incredible game. I'd say Skinner has been lights out this whole game.
And we're going to have another
we've had really good
standoff
goalie
here
play.
At center at midfield.
What an exciting game. 10-9 with 4:27 left.
Yeah, this is
Mike Lang and Scott Kammerer here at Salesianum.
Sal's get really hurt by that turnover last time, and here's another one.
A lot of unforced errors.
But Cape misses the ground ball, and Mooney gets to it. That's very fortunate for Salesianum. Bushweller, he's really trying to get a timeout, but they don't have the ball. There we go.
No. That's a bad call by
I think
that.
they had the timeout
That's a terrible decision. Yeah, there was no possession.
So 4:05 to go. We're going to take a quick break, and assuming I can get this to go. And
he probably wants that call back, but that's okay.
We're back in
no
a
one's
little
perfect.
Bit. You're watching Delaware Live Sports powered by 302.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin.
Alrighty, back at Abessinio Stadium for the final 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Cape coming out of the timeout. They have scored 3 straight, make this a 10-9 game. Henry D'Ambrosi, by the way, has 2 of those 3 goals, and he's been a force here all night long, especially late in the third and into the fourth quarter. D'Ambrosi, we see him back behind midfield. He can't cross that line, so he's going to watch here for a few seconds. And the Sals are going to try to burn some clock, as Scott said. That is Caleb Russell, number 16, with the ball in the McGovern, Bushweller, Murray, I believe Driggs should be out there, and Mooney.
Yeah, and for Cape Henlopen, they have their LSM, Landon Best. Drew Dennis, that's Nick Arnold, who's their number 1, Finn Fercucci. Michael Spazzado's in goal. And it looks like Will Bragg is the other midi on the far side. Oh, good D, good slide.
Mooney wanted to take that shot, you could tell.
That was a great slide by Nick Arnold right there.
Yeah, Arnold came over and just...
And the thing is, you can't slide too soon because then they dish. Oh, great single effort. If you slide too quick, Mike, then they dish it, and you just have to you have to do it right at the right time.
Leave a guy open. Cutter could be right behind you.
And then the second man's got to slide to the open guy. So they did that just perfect. It's like a choreographed ballet, but with giant guys with sticks. There's another unforced error. Landon Best picking up the ground ball. That's Hank D'Ambrosi with the fast break down the side.
Chance to tie here. He's pushed.
He pushed the
Saleucci.
ball. He's gonna control it.
Saleucci trying to get that ball loose
good
from D'Ambrosi, but D'Ambrosi's too good at protecting.
Yeah,
but the
threw.
pass.
Oh, that was in the head. That's in the head. Yeah.
So it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be Cape Henlopen ball.
Not a man up, but Cape's going to get the ball here.
Yeah.
Salesianum, they picked up their ground ball, but they cost themselves with a mistake.
Yeah, I've been really surprised. It's been a
little undisciplined.
But hey, when you're young and you got emotions, they're a hell of a lot more disciplined than I was at that age. I can tell you that. So
and we have a timeout.
Wait, can I say that or not?
You just did. You're fine. Timeout for Cape Henlopen. You know what? We're gonna sneak out of here. Why not? I'm not going to take the longest commercial on the board this time. We're back.
2:20 left.
We're back with it after this nice 1 minute commercial.
It better not be me. I'll tell you that right now.
This is from Premier, and thanks for joining us. We're right back.
Physical therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy.
Back at Abessinio. We told you we were back for the last 4 or 5, but I lied, but you didn't miss anything. Cape just breaking the huddle now with 2:20 to go.
So here we go, Mike. It's going to be an exciting 2:20, 10-9 Salesianum over Cape Henlopen in the 4th quarter. Vikings with the ball. It's been a back-and-forth game. Every time Cape has scored, Salesianum has answered. Can Cape score here and run the clock down and beat Salesianum? I tell you what, the big difference has been the goalie play of Skinner and the face-offs of Matthew Riley. That's been really the highlights for me today. And for Cape Henlopen, it's been the really, really tough midi play, and Hank D'Ambrosia has been a difference maker here. So
yeah, I've been really impressed with D'Ambrosia, and a couple big saves for Spozzato.
Absolutely,
in this half too. And there it is. Gabe Best ties this one up with 2:01 to go.
Yeah, and that's why Coach Mark's one of the best coaches in the state. They come out of a timeout with possession and runs a play. Big difference right there.
Took the pass from D'Ambrosia.
Yeah, and I've seen that play. They've run that play thousands of times, and they come out of the timeout with a set play. So now you got a little bit of a momentum change. So this is probably the biggest face-off of the night here. 10-10 with 2:01 left. And it's what's really nice to see. The student section of each school is into it.
There's the whistle.
This could be the new normal. Look at this.
This is great.
This is a great environment.
4 straight goals, by the way, for the Vikings. And Rotora loses the ball, picked up by number 22, Charles Frickman.
Yeah, he's going to call that.
And the whistle blows. We're going to stop.
They're going to call a hold.
1:48 to go. I appreciate everybody putting up with my clock management. I'm a little better than Andy Reid at clock management.
That was funny.
Frickman kind of limps off the field, but he's a lacrosse player. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's also actually was in the state finals as a wrestler at 152 pounds. So let's see what they're going to call.
Sal's with the ball.
Yeah, they're going to call a hold. They're going to call a hold on Cape in possession. Coach Mark is disagreeing with that call vehemently. Coach Healy says,
I've never seen a coach disagree with the call.
I'm not sure what I saw. I will say both these guys got mutual respect for each other.
He's not going to win this argument, but
yeah. I think he's calling a hold.
Maybe they'll do rock, paper, scissors and decide the call.
I think he's saying he stepped on the stick.
Okay, I am not a lacrosse guy.
That's all right.
Expert, but I think these officials have done a good job tonight.
Oh, my God. They've done an excellent job.
And I think Salesianum's going to go back and watch the tape of this one and try to figure out how to cut back on those infractions. They really hurt them. And they've given up the 4-goal lead. But, hey, the credit should go to Cape Henlopen for not giving up. And here we go. Now the whistle has blown, and we are started. Skinner
yeah, so I think there was a loose ball, and he called a hold on it and gave possession to Sally.
As I predicted, that was a shot to the head. It looked like
Yeah,
timeout.
Yeah, so I think they're right on the edge of failure to advance there over the 50. So
they got what, 10 seconds?
Yeah, then he calls timeout. So I tell you what, this has been a well-coached game by both sides, and definitely seen some incredible aggressive play and some great individual efforts by him.
If you are a fan of lacrosse, remember tomorrow it's Delaware Military Academy at Friends. Let me double check the time on that. I know our time on our calendar is before the game starts because we can't show up at game time. We got to get there a little ahead of time. I believe that's a 4 o'clock start, but I'm going to just double check for.
And there will always
myself.
be a slight technical difficulty.
If there wasn't, it would not be.
Yeah, it wouldn't be real life.
And if you're going to go to that game, well, they actually do enforce the 2-spectator rule over at Friends. So your best bet, the game's at 4 o'clock. Your best bet is to watch it on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. We're going to be on the turf field over at Friends, which is down the street from the school.
So here we go. Mike, Cape Henlopen, Salesianum, 1:34 left, 10-10. Sally's has the ball, so Cape needs to come up with a big defensive stop.
If you're Sally's, do you hold the ball, or is that kind of dangerous?
To me, Sally's, honestly, I think they're going to come out and try and jam it down their throat. I really do, because they got to advance the ball and jam it down their throat.
Now, Sally's answered all those Cape goals early, and the last 4, Cape has shut the door on the Sal's.
Yeah, it's been a 4-goal run here for Cape Henlopen.
Nice move by Bushweller to get around some guys at midfield.
And that's what you need. You need tough guys that could clear the ball.
Yeah, he gets into
and
that
make
box,
moves.
and he's got some time now, right? You have to get into that.
Yeah, you got to step in.
You got to step in the box.
Yeah.
So he did that, put the 1 foot in and the 1 foot out. Did the hokey pokey, and he turned it all around.
It looks like they might slow it down and hold for the last shot here. So you probably think Diggs is gonna shoot, or
he's got some moves.
Yeah, that looks like they're gonna try and get it to X, which is the guy behind the goal.
Bushweller, he's really good at just kind of like you said, just jamming it right down the middle.
Yeah, he's got really good stick control. He can run. He's got good moves. So it looks like they're gonna stall it out and wait. They got 45 seconds. They might shoot with 15 seconds left.
Yeah, it gives you a chance at a rebound or a loose ball behind the net.
And you don't want to you can give Cape a chance on a fast break, but you certainly don't want to give him a chance to come down and set up a play.
30 seconds to go here at Abessinio. This has been the slowest this game's been all night. And there goes Bushweller making his move.
Yeah, Bushweller against Will Bragg. Oh, man, I thought he threw that away. Oh,
that
rolled
is Driggs.
Oh. And you knew Driggs was going to get the ball and shoot. So that's Sally's backed it up with their guy at X, and Finn Fercucci on. Oh, he got the step. Good slide. Look out.
Wrap around. Mooney finds a man in front. Score! Driggs got it.
Yeah, Driggs with 10 seconds left. 9.7 seconds left. See, I really feel like some of that uncertainty got created by the one-on-one action behind the goal. Created enough uncertainty. You had to have a slide, and then they found the open guy. That was actually one of the better put-together plays.
Here we go. We're going to watch the play here. Kind of overhead pass by Mooney.
Yeah.
And Driggs buried it. He buried a lot tonight. Went high. Spazzado's been spectacular. Just couldn't get to that one. And the score is 11-10 Sal's with just 9.7 to go. We have a timeout. Cape Henlopen. We're going to keep it right here. 9.7 on the clock. Sal's with the 11-10 lead as they end that Cape run of 4 straight goals. Kalen Driggs has been outstanding tonight. I don't know if he's got 3 or 4 goals, but it was a great pass by Mooney. And the Sal's burned most of the final minute there. 2 opportunities.
Yeah, so no, I think no matter what happens here in the next 10 seconds, you're setting yourself up to really, this is a cannot miss rematch when they meet each other in the States.
These teams look like they're ticketed to play each other again in the state.
And these are
tournament.
2 evenly matched teams. I think that the Sal's offense is super strong, and they delivered, and Cape was resilient. I mean, you have to say that about Cape. They had a differential and trailed most of the game, but they answered and they clawed back.
They still have a chance. Obviously, Riley's going to try to tie it up and just watch that clock run out.
Yeah.
Cape's going to need to, like you said, just to pick
Yeah,
it
they're gonna
clean.
need a clean a clean face off and get it down the field. But I will say this has been a hard fought game on both sides.
9:05 in the East. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're back to mention tomorrow. We have some baseball later in the week. So what a great start to our week here at 302.
Absolutely. I'm glad I was in the booth, not in the stands.
Yeah, it's loud out there, you know.
I've only been ejected as the announcer once. False start on 27.
They didn't call anything, so
No, they didn't call
there's
anything.
a whistle.
He's going to call a hold.
And it's going to go to, he's trying to make up his mind which way the ball's going. He's saying it's going to be Cape ball. We had 5.6 to go. Now they change it. The Salesianum's convinced it's supposed to go their way. I'm lost. I'm not going to try to guess.
Yeah, well.
It is going to be Salesianum ball, so they figured out. I think the official just got himself mixed up, which happens to all of us, especially those of us like me in advanced years.
You're in the prime. Come on.
Yeah.
So this has been a really hard-fought game. Definitely a good one to watch.
And that's going to do it. Salesianum, a goal with 9.7 seconds to go on the clock. And they win this one 11-10, a match befitting of the top two teams in the state. And like you said, we're going to see them possibly again in a month or so.
You really like to see them have a little better control over the crowd here. You can't have fans on the you can't have fans on the field. That's a safety issue.
Right, and then we see
yeah.
I don't know who's running out there. They're telling the kids to not come on the field. So we have a lot of Salesianum students on the track, but the players are all good. Everything's good.
Yeah.
So, Scott, any last thoughts on
I
this
would
game?
say I cannot look forward to the next time these two meet. I think it was definitely enjoyable, and the fans got their money's worth here today. And it was an excellent job. I think the story of the game was Skinner, Riley, and Driggs. Believe it or not, actually, there's a precedent for this. You can call it penalty here.
Scott, do you know a man named Rick Jones?
Absolutely.
He said, "Really enjoying it, Scott. Thanks."
There you go.
So
well, hey, we got our fans.
We got people
upstate and downstate. There you go.
We had 270 people watching here at the end. Our great turnout for our lacrosse viewership. Thanks everybody for joining us. I think we're done, right? That's going to wrap it up. Salesianum 11, Cape Henlopen 10, number 1 and number 2. A fantastic matchup here at Abessinio Stadium. So for Nick Halliday on camera tonight, Scott Cameron jumping in, doing a great job on play-by-play. I'm Mike Lang. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon from Friends School right up the street here in Wilmington. Your final, Salesianum 11 and Cape Henlopen 10.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night, everybody.